Okay, guys, I never really wanted to make this video, but I feel the need to address this because I've been looking all over the internet, and a lot of people say a lot of things about the STI, and they miss one of the most important things. The whole philosophy of Subaru Technica International. The whole purpose, the main driving point. And some people, they just completely don't get it. Alright, and I'm not gonna get into all the specs and the details and the driving and all that, because it's all out there already. Alright? This is to discuss what that means. STI. The history, the whole lineage, the championships. It's all there on the internet. But the whole STI thing, you go to their website, the Japanese website, in English. What is their philosophy? The most important thing with the STI is what is behind the wheel. What is the person behind the wheel is just as important as what's under the hood. So, I know this is a roughly made video. This is more a little speech, okay? I'm looking a bit rough. That's not the point. Okay, so a lot of people, they have a certain mindset. Public roads, street driving mindset. And when they talk, they have this mindset. And it relates to other people, the general public, that have that same equal type of mindset. But you completely, not all of you, but a lot of you do the STI and the WRX a disservice. There is a bloodline that goes back, and with a lot of vehicles have it, but with this vehicle, with STI and WRX, you have, they are developed by people who have not the public roads, public street driving philosophy, but they have the highly focused racetrack philosophy, and not only just a racetrack philosophy, but they understand what is the most important thing that I have learned, because I have spent a lot of time. I have racetrack experience. I've been on the Nürburgring, the Nordschleife, the big outer track. There are a few years, probably 5 or so years during the summer, I would go there, a bunch of times. So I used to have a modified LS1 Trans Am GM muscle. I used to be big into that stuff. I had it tuned so well, when it got up to 125, that's when it really started to sing. And I had a Hayabusa, gone over 200 miles an hour on it, bunch of times, when I was younger, okay? So my experience, I used to work with mechanics that were part of racing teams. And they actually took care of my vehicles. They did that with the Hayabusa and with the Trans Am. I had factory GM mechanics that did all types of wizardry on it. Okay, but so my background isn't reflective of the general public. So with that experience that I have, I understand that it's a different mindset with that racetrack mentality. And it's not about going fast. Okay? Yes, it's about going fast, but it's about being technically and tactically proficient. It's a craft, and what you do, how you do it. There's a science involved. And is a real profession and a passion there. And the thing with STIs that I see many people, I don't know why people are looking at me right now, but it's my car. Everybody here knows that. Everybody in this entire neighborhood knows that. They know this. They can see an STI a mile away, and they know it's me. But but the most important thing, and this is the main point of what I'm trying to get to. I hate long introductions. I hate it. But I have to put it out there. The most important thing, that everything else becomes irrelevant without it, is right here. Is right between your eyes. It's your brain. It's right between your ears. That's the most important safety feature. That's the most important thing. Not only on the street, but especially on a racetrack. Because what develops on a racetrack when it comes to performance vehicles eventually gets put out on the street. The most important thing is right here. No amount of technology, safety features, whatever you have, you could have a freaking rocket ship. It doesn't matter. What's the most important thing is right in here. You could have a helmet. You could drive a tank. It doesn't matter. And STI, a lot of people get it. But a lot of people on the street generally, they're clueless, and nothing against them. It's a different mindset. I understand that. Okay? But when it comes to these vehicles, that's extremely important. Obviously. And STI, when they put out these vehicles, they get it. And they designed these vehicles to around the driver, specifically said to empower the driver. Some people say driving a vehicle, of how fun it is. Their words, fun. You're missing the point. These are serious vehicles, okay? Yes, they're only 4 cylinders, okay? People complain about the horsepower. Get a Mopar muscle, Dodge. Get a V8 muscle car, okay? I used to have one, okay? I used to have a GM muscle car, Trans Am, okay? Get a Honda Civic Type R, okay? Sure, it's not all-wheel drive, but you got a more powerful engine. But that's not the point. The point is how the vehicle connects to and empowers the driver. And unless you're out doing lap times, okay, there's more to driving than just lap times. There's more to driving than just having the fastest vehicle out there. Okay? You could have the fastest vehicle out there and just be a complete idiot because you don't know what you're doing. Okay? Somebody could come along with a lesser powerful vehicle and whip you silly. You know, you only know, they only know how to drive on a straight line. Once they hit that curve, they don't know what to do. But anyway, all right. But yeah, it's the connection. And these vehicles are designed, okay? The WRX and the STI, they look similar, but they are very different vehicles, okay? Both of them are serious vehicles, okay? I have an STI. I love it, okay? Will I get a newer version of an STI sometime later on? No, I don't think so, because it's not really necessary. I know around here people who have STIs, they have them for like 20 years, never get rid of them. They keep them. They love them. Okay? Because it's not about getting the newest vehicles. Yeah, I've got the 310 horsepower version, okay? And next year they're going to come out with a S209 that's got a 340 some horsepower, but I don't need it. You know, so people who have that racetrack background, they have that mentality, that a certain mentality, an understanding that, you know, the general public out in the street, you know, and it's no fault on them. They just don't know. They just don't know. And STI makes their vehicles, even, you know, no fault on them, but a lot of these people, they don't mention it because they don't know. Okay, but I know. And some of the stuff, the STI, it feels very analog, very organic, but it's so by design. Even the exhaust that comes with the STI is specifically tuned, okay, to be a certain way to interact with the rest of the vehicle by design. Okay? For the past 20-something years, all of my vehicles have been modified. You know, I come on this vehicle and I don't want to change a single thing. Sure, I'm an old guy, okay? A lot of younger guys, you know, one of the first things they'll do is they'll put a pipe on it, and that's fine. That's fine. I'm an old guy, okay? And those days are behind me, okay? But I love the passion, that mentality that I've learned over the years. And the STI was designed by those people, okay, who understand that. And the WRX has benefited from the development of the STI. You know, I didn't want to make this video so long. I wanted to be to the point, but, you know, please bear with me. Look at a knife. Okay, let's see. Do I have a knife? Yeah. All right. Got a knife. Okay. The WRX and STI are serious vehicles. Okay. In the hands of competent individuals, they are serious vehicles. You got a knife. This is a knife. The majority of the bottom part of the knife, that's a little description. That would be the WRX. That top tip of the knife is the STI. You can do more things with the bottom part of the knife, and that's fine. The WRX covers that. It's a better all-around car on the street. Okay? It's a better all-around vehicle. The STI, it's the very top, the top tip, the top of the spear. Okay? That very top tip, that's the STI. And it's a very focused vehicle. You got to be on top of your game to drive this vehicle right. You know, this isn't one of those vehicles that'll drive itself. People are lazy. They use technology as an excuse, you know. Oh, I got safety features. I'll just chill, you know. I'll just hit the gas. Boom. I'm going fast. No. You try doing that stuff, you're going to have a bad time on the STI WRX. It's not one of those vehicles. You don't know how to, you got to treat these machines a certain way. There's a terminology called ringland failure. If you don't know what ringland failure is, or you don't even care about finding out what it is, do not get an WRX, or definitely do not get an STI, because you're going to have a bad time. Okay? If you don't know how to drive these vehicles properly, and you can't abuse these vehicles, you drive them properly, and they will deliver. They will deliver. Especially the STI. STI is no joke. Okay? It's not made for the it's not made for the average person. Subaru sells just about all of the STIs that it sends to the US, and it doesn't put out a single commercial trying to convince people to buy one. They don't need to. Because those who already know, they've got STIs, you know, Subaru has a following of people who are into Subarus and love the STI and WRX, and they have a following. And they can do that without putting out a single commercial, trying to convince people to buy their cars. No. This Subaru, this STI and WRX, if you don't know what you're doing, you're going to get yourself hurt. Or you're going to get yourself killed, especially with the STI. Because the way this power band is with the 2019 310 horsepower, it's not a broad power band. You got to run that engine up. When you run that engine up, that sucker's going to go. And if you don't know what you're doing, you're going to fly off the side of the road. Or you're going to do something stupid. Get yourself killed, and it's your own fault. It's not the car's fault. So if you're looking for a fun vehicle, look somewhere else. Okay? Or get a base Impreza. non-turbo version, non-turbo version, not the WRX or STI. I've got one. You know, I've got a 10-year-old Impreza hatchback, normally aspirated, base model. I keep it for the dog. We go out to the field, go out in the field somewhere. I let the dog run out. It's my daily driver car. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's a fun car, okay? But the STI and WRX, they're both good vehicles, okay? The WRX is a more better all-around vehicle. If you want a more user-friendly vehicle, get the WRX, okay? You know, and you see somebody with an STI, don't feel like they've got a better vehicle, okay? Because no. You know, and if you see each other, WRXs and STI, we all respect each other, you know. And just because I have an STI, that doesn't mean I'm gonna, no. The STI is a better all-around vehicle for the street, and that's fine. You know, and you'll probably be happier with that. But then you've got people like me who have a background that's highly focused performance type, then we will be more happier. We're willing to deal with the inconveniences of having a more highly focused, sharper vehicle. So we have no problems with that. You know, low gas mileage, oh wow, comes with the territory, you know, for example. But so you got my point. STI is a real deal. And people who know, and people who don't know, don't even bother. All right? Do some research on the internet, educate yourself, inform yourself. All right? Go to the dealership, talk to the dealers, talk to the mechanics. I've done all that. Okay? I know mechanics by name that work on my vehicles. And I even tell them, go drive the vehicle if you need to, because they need to know what's going on. So, STI is a highly focused vehicle. The WRX has some more modern stuff, but like I mentioned before, there are some things that people say are outdated, but that's not the point. The point is the driver. It's not the vehicle. And everything that Subaru has done with the STI, okay, and the WRX reflects that. So you people out there that, you know, just stop it. Just stop it. All that crap that I hear, you know, sure, I'm just one guy just blabbling on, you know. But my background, coming from where I'm coming from, and I see and hear some of this stuff, you know, like, well, I'm just going to get it up in 6th gear, you know. We're going to go racing and do pulls, you know. 6th gear, I'm going to floor it, you know. It's like, just the levels of intergalactic idiocy, okay? So I'm not, again, Stop it, people. Stop it. You people, you know, I'm in an STI. That's fun. It's fun. But, well, I don't like this. I don't like that. Shut up. Don't get it. All right? Don't get it. STI, Subaru, and STI, they hit it. They hit it. They hit it on the mark. And those people who know about driving professionally, okay, motorsports on a racetrack, rally car racing, all right, and has worked with mechanics that are into all of that as well, they already know. They already know. They hit a perfect 10. You know, both the Subaru, the WRX, and the STI. You know, and no car can do everything perfectly. There's a give and take. You know, there's a give and take. I mean, sometimes neighborhood, I may do some hard driving on some back streets here. I check my mileage to get 9 miles per gallon. Of course, when I ease off and I chill out on driving, the mileage goes back up. But so what? That's comes with the territory. You know? Yeah, my Trans Am LS1 got better mileage than that, even when driven hard. And it was modified too. But oh well, you know? So just stop it. Just stop it. And when people who try to do all these crazy things, you know, yes, this car is made to do more. You know, the WRX is pretty much set. The package is set. But with the STI, you can do so much more with this car. And it's actually built to do that. It's built for those motorsports guys, motorsports enthusiasts. You can do so much more with this car, okay? It's built for it. It's built to take it, and it's built to deliver it, all right? No, it can handle the engine. Yes, it can handle more horsepower safely and reliably. No, do not have the engine putting out 900 horsepower. No, you're an idiot, okay? You're going to have a bad time when you do something like that, if you ever do something like that. You know, 600, 700 horsepower, okay. I've even heard STI mechanics mention 600 horsepower, but that's with the actual factory Japanese technicians over there. Okay, I'm not going to get into it. I don't know the full details, but pretty much what I'm saying is that you don't want to be putting 900 horsepower or more in these vehicles. First of all, you're going to have problems. You're going to have a bad time, okay, when you do that. All right, and second of all, there's no need to do it. If you're looking for that much horsepower, get a muscle car. Get something else, okay? All right. But anyway, I think I got my point across, all right? So, guys, when people see this video, look up the STI website, the original website, the Japanese website. Check it out. Okay, the STI lineage and the history, it's all there available. All right, and don't, people who don't have that experience, just be careful who you take the advice from. Evaluate the source of the information before you take it into consideration, okay? All right? It just bothers me so much to see some guy that's who doesn't really have much actual racetrack performance experience, talk about the STI and whether it's a fun vehicle or not, No, these vehicles aren't meant for fun. They're meant for serious drivers, okay? And people, if you're thinking about an STI, then you better talk to some people, all right? If you know how to drive it, you're gonna love it. If you don't, you're gonna have a bad time. All right? All right. So, with that in mind, yeah, I've got push button. I've got all types of security stuff. I got low jack, I got satellite stuff, I've got all types of stuff on here. Alright, so that's it. Sorry for the long video, man. Sorry, man. Alright, take it easy.